like to talk a little bit about our corporate customers. We try to train our employees how to answer the phone properly. Naturally, we don't want to lose any business. And one day we got a phone call that the customer, we heard our employees say, no, we don't do that, and hang up. So from that point on, we said to our employees, never say no to a customer. And if they ask for something, always find out why they're asking for it. So 2 days passed by and a customer called asking for a sample. So instead of saying no, they put me on the phone. And I spoke to the customer. They wanted a sample of our cookie cake because they wanted to send it to their customers to wish them a happy anniversary. As it turns out, this customer, they didn't even know they found us on the internet. They didn't know we were here in the Atlanta area, and that's where they were calling from. So that afternoon, we dropped off a sample of the cookie cake for them at their office. To make a long story short, they loved the cookie cake. They started using our bakery to send out these cookie cakes whenever their customer, the name of the company is IST, they're in the office services business, and they have, their customers are people that they go in and replace their mailroom, etc. So when the customer has an anniversary, they'll send out a cake that says, happy 5th anniversary with the IST company. So that led to them sending out birthday cakes sometimes to their customers or special occasions. And everyone was loving the cookie cake so much that the owner of the company decided that, it would be a good idea for salespeople to be able to send a cookie cake where they're trying to get an appointment with somebody and they can't get in the door. Maybe a cookie cake would be the ticket in. So they started doing this and they have tremendous success with it. We have one salesperson, and I report every month as to all the different salespeople, how many cookie cakes they send out each month. So last month I sent the report to the owner of the company, and one salesperson had sent out maybe 40 or 50 cakes. And I was getting a little concerned that the owner of the company was going to say, hey, people, you know, this is getting out of hand. This was not an inexpensive proposition. Right. So I send them off the report, and the next thing I see is an email coming back that he sent to his entire sales force that said, isn't it interesting how the salesperson that sent out the most cookie cakes has also got the most proposals out on people's desks? So he's a very big proponent. His potential customers get the cake, they get the message. We put clever messages on it, and they get responses. The salespeople get callbacks from these people because they enjoyed the cake, they say thank you, and they put a clever message in front of the people. So it's been a huge source of growth for us, because we do probably, now we're doing 50 or 60 cakes per week. And the owner of the company tells me that we need to just keep our mixers going, because by the end of the year, he plans on going from 10 salespeople to 20 salespeople. So he says, just keep going, because the cakes are working. They have a company mascot called Mr. Empowerment, who's a man standing like this. Started out as a squeeze toy. We've since done cookie jars for them out of Mr. Empowerment, and so Mr. Empowerment is their mascot, and everyone in the company knows Mr. Empowerment as well as their customers. They were pitching Coach Handbag, and they were competing against another company, so they wanted to send a cookie cake to the team that was making the decision as to whose services they were going to be using to replace their copy center. So we took a picture of Mr. Empowerment, and we took a picture of a Coach handbag, and we photoshopped the Coach handbag across Mr. Empowerment. So they received a cake that had Mr. Empowerment standing here with a Coach bag hanging here, and the message said something to the effect of, with IST, your copy services are in the bag, or something like that. They were so impressed with the cleverness that was involved with that, and so impressed with IST in general for coming up with that, that they got the account.